Hi. I know I keep saying, let me quit that from jerking around. Good to see you. I wish I could see you. Thank you for joining me. I just want to tell you this. I know I keep saying I'm going to do a live, but I am. And I'm going to answer my messages because some of you really put a lot into those. And some of you are so sweet to just say hello, even though you're busy. I'm going to do a live one of these days, and I'm going to tell you how I got into psychotherapy. The reason I'm jumping on right now is because during a holiday week, I always work holidays. I love working holidays. The dealio is my clients are usually in a space away from work for a first time, because usually my clients are busy in their offices and have to go out to their car or shut the door to their office and get, disturbance. And if they want to get really loud and yell or cry or cuss, they really can't. So it's an exciting week for me. It usually means more moving and shaking. I always put leftover moisturizer and foundation on my arms because they're so spotty. I wouldn't do it if I were wearing white, though. No, ma'am. I did want to get on here and let you know, some of you have decided you just have to lose some weight. And some of you have decided you're not very pretty, or you're dumb, or you have a terrible sinus cough that is not contagious, but it's kind of disgusting like mine. I get that. And the thing is, loneliness is a poison. So putting yourself down, isolating yourself, these are all ways to add fuel to the fire. If you get invited somewhere, whether you think you're fat or unattractive or sinus challenged, if you got the invite, take it. They'll either learn a lesson and not do it again, or you might start breaking out of your shell a little bit. I know one of the reasons I don't go out is because I have open mouth insert foot syndrome, which if you've ever been exposed to someone like that, it can be quite sickening to the spirit. So I'm just saying, I get it, but some of the best holidays I've ever had have been when I've been invited to go to someone's house that I barely knew. That's the truth. That's the truth. And don't be afraid to turn down an invite from family, especially if they embarrass you by pointing out that you're overweight, you have open mouth insert foot syndrome, or you're not very attractive, etc. So this is your opportunity. Holidays, we get them ever so often. It's kind of like a full moon. You get them often enough to allow them to teach you a lesson, to help you grow and exercise your soul, is what I think. So if you're struggling on what to do this year, don't do something because you're stuck. One of the best holidays I ever spent was at home with candles lit all over my little apartment. All my favorite foods and beverages. I had some non-alcoholic sparkling cider. What was it called? Back then it was called Asti Spumante, I think. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. And I would add juice to it sometimes. Okay, I gotta quit dawdling. I am running late as usual. I don't know what's wrong with me lately. It's like I don't want to go to work or something. But I do. So, please use this holiday and the next holiday and the next holiday and super duper the next holiday to practice being who and where is good for you and you know it, right? If this is a time when you need to make up with somebody, holidays can often be a good time to do that. If they're not already stressed by their holidays, you know? Okay, I'm not sure what to do about that. I may just put a little dark there because lightly, because I've got a long day and I need some color up there in my fat. Yeah, just using leftover eyeshadow from my eyelid. No, I do not have any powder on, and I'm going to tell you why. My skin has been soaking up any moisturizer, even in the foundations I've been using. So, what I'm doing is, yesterday I didn't use any powder at all. I used lipstick for rouge, and my skin still soaked up all the moisturizer out of the foundation. So, I'm going to do it again today, but I used this because it's very moisturizing. Hey, if you like this, it just went up another $1. I use Fair 10. I could probably go to 20. To a little darker, but this just blends so perfectly. Whether it gives me extra color or not. So, I think this brush is about worthless. It's so stiff. This lipstick from Wet n Wild is very moisturizing, and I think I just overdid it. I don't know why I go down the middle. It just feels so good to rub my face. This is one in the trash. It's one of those brushes with a little opening. Useless to me. It's too stiff. Not a great design. Mascara, and then I'm out of here. So, what did you learn today? Be strong, experiment, try something new, and remember, if you're starting to get nervous, use your self-care. Use your self-care techniques. We've been learning them, right? Yes. And you can always vent in the message comment center, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can for a little pep talk. As soon as I can, I promise. And you're not going to have better times to experiment. I don't think. The stars are all aligned. The world events are happening. This is a great time to either get out or stay in doing a decision that's truly good for you, especially if you live in those big cities. I wouldn't be getting out. I'd say, you know what? For a change, I'm going to accept what it's like out there, and I'm just not going to do it. But I'm a country girl, so. But I lived in a small town, and that's one of the holidays that I stayed in was over Thanksgiving, and it was heaven. But I had another Thanksgiving that I decided to take part of every Thanksgiving meal that I was invited to, and I told one I'd be there for appetizers, I'd be there for the meal, but I couldn't stay much longer than that. I went somewhere for dessert, went somewhere else for the football game. I had one of the best days of my life. Okay, love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye for now.